Oh, great. You're finally awake. I was wondering how long it would take. You were out for quite a while there, my friend. I know. You're probably wondering, how'd I get here? Where am I? What's going on? And who the heck is this guy hanging from the ceiling? To be honest, I don't even have a clue who you are, though, my friend. But maybe we can change that while we hang here. To start, my name is Going Hawk, and I have an absolute love of Minecraft. Even though I've only been playing it for just over the last year and a half. I've been in this world for quite a while, just over 1,000 days, oddly enough. And boy, a lot has happened over the last few hundred. From dragons defeated, to farms built, and structures erected, it has been a blast. It took 3 failed worlds to finally reach this milestone, and throughout, the journey has been super fun and crazy. To be fair, it's almost too much to put into words, and I think it'd be better to just show you. I mean, we got nothing else to do with hanging from the ceiling, right? However, on that note, I do think we need to do something about this, as I'm starting to feel all the blood rush to my head. So let's get started, shall we? Oh, yo, we are doing the world tour of 1,000 days, finally. We are ready, yo, we are ready. We are doing this live on Twitch, too, because y'all are amazing. Anyways, welcome to 1,000 days spent in hardcore Minecraft. Statistics here, we flop on all the way down to here to look at this stuff. We have 10.36 days played in this damn world, which is like 250 some odd hours, which is absolutely insane. The rest of our stats kind of stuck. There's literally nothing else going on here, to be honest. The only other cool thing in these stats, to be honest, is like the mine stats. I have under 184,000 netherrack mined. But yeah, almost 250 hours, so it's actually pretty chill. Long time in this world. Took us 4 times to get here. 4 times to get here, yo. Anyways, we are currently standing on top of our starter base house, which is funny because we didn't actually make the starter house until like day 300, I think, because we kind of chilled in the middle of nowhere for a very long time. But that's okay. That's okay. So we kind of can come on in here. We'll call it our starter house, though, even though we kind of had a bunch of chests everywhere on the ground to start off. So we walk inside of our lovely house here. We went for kind of a modern rustic style with some jungle wood and deep slate and all that lovely jazziness. And we currently have a family of piglins, because y'all are weird and want a family of piglins. So we got Gregory the 5th, Gregory the 3rd. We got Amethyst, and we got Crystal, all chilling here with our bed that outlooks into the lovely sunset every single evening. We also have Orsley standing right there watching us as we sleep every single night. Not creepy at all. Like, literally not creepy at all. I love how Kristen's the one, like, vibing the most in the chat. Anyways, up here we have the starter stores that we started off with, all our barrels. Kind of kept us going for a little bit, but it didn't keep us going for very long at all. Like, very long at all. We have our enchanting area, and oddly enough, we have not touched the enchanting area since we made it here. It used to kind of sit out in the middle of nowhere. And all our dogs are right there. Then we created a little bit more of a storage down here, so we actually can house some more things. We are currently going to be making a massive cathedral, though. There's 255 blocks across. It will be an auto storage system for almost every single block in the game. That way we don't have to worry about it anymore and don't have things absolutely everywhere in the world like we currently do now. So, one of the very first things we did build in the world after we defeated the Ender Dragon, because we kind of smacked that dude down on day 26, I believe, in this world, which is kind of like the second fastest ever. We made our stacking iron farm right here on spawn. So, this actually is spawn. It started out as a village when we took over the world, and we kind of have obliterated the village. This world did start on 1.17, and we did upgrade it to 1.18. So, we have a stacking iron farm here. It essentially is Waddle's design with the kind of 3 villagers and the zombie in the middle. The iron golem will spawn on top and drops itself down into the killing tree down below. And we made it 4 stacking tall. Currently, of course, there's going to be no golem falling right now. Hello? No? No? Any world? No? No? No golem. That's okay. So you can kind of see over here, they collapse themselves. They fall all the way from above, down into the water, into the lava down there. Let's just not fall in there ourselves. Let's not fall in there ourselves, please and thank you. And it does produce a crap load of iron. Considering we're on day 1,000, and I have used a lot of iron for building, this is very, very, very full of iron, yo. Very, very full of iron. And we have some lovely armor stands in here as well. That would be Columbo, Roro, and Flux are all sitting here with Chango standing guard outside, yo. These are all part of the Kingdom series and the Kingdom lore, which is also available on YouTube with our first episode currently out talking about the Bun Bunny Kingdom being the queen of the pigmen. The next thing, before we finish off here on Spawn, that we actually did build is way out here, is our lovely Flushing Farm for Mob Farm. It is a general mob farm, and I do collect all the gunpowder. We got gunpowder, not a lot in there because I use it. String, zombie flesh, and bone is all collected in here. It is literally Nembomb's design. You forgot me, I did not forget you. Literally is Nembomb's design. It is actually nothing special at all. It's literally just a Flushing mob farm using Nembomb's design with the redstone clock here running constantly on top. Before 118 came out, all the caves down below were actually lit up. But since 118 became a thing, I have not gone back around to do that. Down here, we have our complete underwater trading hall. We did this with our first kind of mega build in the world. It took us about a couple weeks to kind of finish. It's actually still not complete, hence you can kind of see the railway here. If you guys have seen the 500-day world tour, yeah, it's still not complete. It's kind of cool, though. It's all underwater. It's all done up really nicely in here. We got all the librarians down here, and then I have some villagers put away. In the other four compartments. Basically, every single section holds 15 villagers for each job type, and there is a hallway for each job type. I need to get my booty running and getting these actually all in here, but it's just a massive pain to move them all, and I'm really lazy. But we're getting there, slowly, but surely. I promise. Always ready for a vibe moment, yo. Then we have a 128 Piston Observer Sugarcane Farm sitting right here. That's all it literally is. I probably should have brought things so I can stack myself up on it, but you know what? We're going to use Ender Chests, because we actually have a lot of those. So let's just use this. Hold up. Look at this. That's how we stack ourselves up. So literally you can see here, literally this is a Piston Sugarcane Farm, Observer Sugarcane Farm, English. And it's 128 pistons. And it produces a lot of lovely sugarcane, considering I burn through rockets like it's no tomorrow, yo. No tomorrow we burn through rockets. So I think it's not even that full right now. Yeah, it's not. We do have barrels collecting it because it's reducing the amount of lag in the world. And this is spawn, so we want to be a little bit careful of how much lag we have. The other thing we got here is our breather. That is nothing special at all. It literally is a mixture of a couple different designs. Currently, you can see a lot of them in there. Hopefully enough now to actually fill up the trading hall, but that's probably causing a lot of lag too. I should probably get that dealt with. Over here, we have our 32 sheep wolf farm. We have 2 sheep for every color of the dye, using dispensers and observers in the ground and redstone to automatically shear all the wool. Very lovely, and it's all collected down below. Minus a couple sheep that are currently dead. I don't know how they died. I gotta deal with that. All down below in these lovely compartments. Considering I like to use wool for both texturing and for spawn proofing, I need a lot of wool. But we have every single color chilling down here. Whee! The only other thing in this area that is not... I don't have to travel on another roof to get to is the Cactus Farm, which is right over here. It is becoming nighttime. Let's just be careful. Cactus Farm that chills right over here. I have not used it very much, but it is just chilling right here, my friend. It does a good job, though. It does a fairly good job. This is also a flower biome, so I have used a lot of green dye, so that's why you kind of don't see it. I have used a lot of green dye, but this is a flower biome, and I hope to make it into an actual flower farm in the future as well. So you'll see on another roof, the very first build we did in this world is this mega honking thing. So in the stream, you do have the ability for 100,000 channel points to redeem to become the ruler of the world, or the ruler of a kingdom, so to speak. Sorry. So Bun Bunny, one of the lovely moderators, she spent 100,000 channel points to become the queen of the piglin. So we made it that her kingdom was the Bartering Hall. So we made a massive nether-style castle on a nether roof here. Massive, massive. For the first time in a long time, I've tried to make like 4 castles before on different worlds, and I actually managed to finish one here. And it came out looking stellar in my opinion. And we even did the interior. It's not fully completed. I hope to add in some chandeliers in the future. Well, if we come on in here, you actually can see Take way up there. I don't know what they're doing up there. Just kind of chilling up there. It's where they want to be. So we have 16 piglins here, all ready for automatic training. Start up to a hopper clock. An etho hopper clock, so to speak, sorry. And they'll do all their lovely trading. And then we got the lovely Bun Bunny sitting over there on her throne, surrounded by her 10 guards. All enthralled with gold, because this is what we're all about. Trading gold for lovely new items. Also, is a pink hardcore heart on the floor, because Bun Bunny's actual Minecraft skin is kind of pinkish purple. So we wanted to match her kind of skin in the actual game. The best thing about this, in all honesty, is we literally have Hot Dog here having an existential crisis, basically. And meanwhile, we have Wowza being the complete opposite, calm, cool, and collected. So it's kind of really funny. Plus, we got Mini Flux, because Flux is mini. We don't know why. We just kind of did Mini Flux. But literally complete opposites. Directly opposite of the Bartering Hall is the gold farm. Obviously, because we need gold to trade with the farm. This is basically Logical Geek Boy's design. This kind of enlarged. However, the system down here is not strong enough to collect all of the gold. So I do need to change this in the future. So that way I can actually collect all the gold properly. I do hope to actually move the gold farm as well. We just kind of made it here to start off in the world so we can start collecting some gold, both for builds, for redstone, and so we can trade it. So it does a pretty good job, in all honesty. Like, we fly all the way up here to the lovely platform. Whee! You can see a whole whack of them do actually start spawning. So it does a pretty good job. It does a pretty good job. I'm sitting all the way up at build limit right now at Y level 256. So that's why nothing else is being spawned unless it's above the nether roof. You guys can kind of see here, that's kind of the beginning of the nether hub. That's leading out one way towards the end, and that's leading out another way towards the Guardian Farm. So anyways, out this way, this is the Guardian Farm. We captured and took down about 10 different monuments. We went through 3 of them with 0 sponges in their hallway at all, followed by one with 4 sponge rooms. So, anyways. Again, this farm is Logical Geek Boy's design. So, if I have never built a farm before, I will use other people's farms to have an understanding of it. Especially if I find a very difficult one. I lost the world in Season 1 to making a Guardian Farm. So, as a result, we went ahead and used Logical Geek Boy's design to make sure we didn't die. I do understand how to make the farm now, so if I were to redo it, it would probably come out a lot better in my own way, but for now, we're just going to leave that. So, you guys can see here, we do have a sand perimeter. This was the original design for the build. It was going to be a 140 block in diameter. And then you can see along the outside, we actually have a glass perimeter. We've extended it out to 220 blocks. There's Classical there, overseeing the work of the build. 220 block diameter. We have not gone ahead to start doing it yet. We are waiting for someone to redeem to become the king, queen, or ruler of the build. But I do have the design done up already. As I mentioned in the 500-day video, it's going to involve some wizards, some magic, and a castle. But that's all we kind of got out here right now. So we'll walk through it. This portal right here is another dig that's sitting there ready to go. This is our slime farm, my friend. It is a 4-chunk slime farm, so all 4 chunks are side by side, making a perfect square. We are in the process of digging it out as well. You will find there are a few projects in there spotted around the world that we kind of work at slowly. We'll have a couple of main projects at once. We have a couple other projects going on slowly at the same time. So far, we've done pretty well. This is dug out all the way down to Y level negative 15, I believe. If we work our way down here. Yeah, Y level is, no, sorry, negative 17. We're actually on Y level negative 20. So we got about another 40 blocks to go, and it'll be completely dug out. Doo-doo. And as we got talked about one time when people came in the stream about the slime abuse, we don't talk about this chest right here. Ooh, golden carrots, look at that. We don't talk about all the slime heads right here. We literally have almost 5 stacks of slime heads. So this portal literally takes us to the end. There is not a whole lot in the end at all. I do have plans for it. Wowza, one of our lovely moderators, has redeemed to become the queen of the Enderman, so I already have her kind of kingdom in mind. We're just doing the Wither Kingdom first so I can get some beacons for both for decoration and to keep ourselves safe. So we jump in through here. But we had defeated all 20 dragons, so all 20 end gates are opened in this world. We did 9 in the one stream to fully complete it off. Out this way along our lovely path here, we have our Enderman Farm. which does a pretty good job. It does a pretty good job. Wowza is actually right there watching us kill the Enderman. My end sword is actually in here because I misplaced it. It does a pretty good job. It has basically been our main source of XP. I think this actually... Oh, they are so loud. Let's just walk off this way for a second here. This is our main source of XP currently. We made this farm probably about 200 days into the world. So I think we kind of went Iron Farm, Mob Farm, Enderman Farm. Right off the bat. That we get XP for enchanting and everything. So out this way, we will find the beginnings of our Cathedral Build. So this is 255 blocks across the back here. And basically, the whole cathedral itself will fly up here and pause it. It's going to sit on top of the platform. So this is actually not the cathedral at all. This is the platform the cathedral will sit on top of. And it's going to be a big, massive kind of Gothic-style cathedral build. We're going to have massive spirals and archways coming off of it down to the actual flat ground down here. And it's going to be housing our entire storage unit. So it's going to be a massive, massive build. But it's coming along so far, so great. Fly back this way. So we're going to be doing that build. At the same time, we're going to be doing our Wither Skeleton Dig for the lovely Viper Death Angel himself to become the Wither King and be crowned upon his throne. On the nether roof here, we have entrance here to one of our favorite builds so far in the world. This is our Mayan Temple build. Mayan Temple 2.0, because we actually began building it in our previous world, and we brought it back in this world. This is our Mayan Temple. It is 120 blocks by 120 blocks. And it's kind of larger here. We'll pause it. That's actually a beautiful pause right there. Inspired by Waddle's design. We went with more of a medieval, darker kind of scene, though. And very overgrown jungle. I do hope to terraform the whole area eventually is the plan. And have a massive winding wall around it. Screenshot? Yeah, we can do a screenshot of that. There we go, yo. We're going to have a massive kind of winding wall around it. And this whole area basically is going to be dedicated to the community. Completely and totally dedicated to community. I already have other screenshots of it, though. Completely dedicated to community. So the whole inside actually acts as our nest of fame, as you can see up in here. So everyone, once you currently reach a week of watch time, you gain access to a plot of land in the world. Currently, there are 50 people with a week of watch time. And Christian over here being the number one, having over a month of watch time. Hence, he has a diamond representing over a month of watch time. But you gain access to the plot of land at 1 week of watch time, and you can grow it using channel points from there. You get a mob head of your choice if you wish, a cat or a dog. You go from leather armor to iron armor to gold to diamond to netherite. And you can grow up your whole build here. The lovely Kristen actually wanted a special saying on hers. So hers actually says, "Thank you for being your dumb self and always being here. You have a bunch of fun, you the best, and keep being you." Kristen does have the longest watch time and has been here for over a year. She's a lovely friend both on stream and off stream, and an amazing moderator individual. But yeah, this is the first time we've ever done a very large floor build, so I kind of went with a design that kind of encompass the whole build itself, and also filled in with like basically river cracks. So this is a fog effect floor. It is only, I'll grab a different pickaxe here. It is 6 blocks deep. Alternating between light colored glass and dark colored glass. It kind of starts off with a layer of torches, followed by a layer of carpet, and then we alternate glass to give the beautiful kind of fog effect we got going on here. It results in a really kind of cool effect, especially if shaders on, which you guys will see momentarily in the build, in the video itself. We'll do a quick cinematic of all the builds in there. In the center of this build, we have the Zen Garden. This is our first ever attempt at making a tree in the game, a custom tree. It is our cherry blossom tree, our attempt at one. Very kind of quiet and peaceful. It actually has actual water down below this one that you walk across. And these are also the 4 archways of the nest, basically representing the 4 really aspects of the community. So we have, you know, have a blast of a time right there. Go over this way here. Then we have respect each other. Obviously, very important here in the community. This build itself took me about 2 weeks to do. As it is currently January 13th, we've had this world since November 22nd of last year in 2021. So it's had it for a good amount of time at this point. Then we have freaking swell vibes. And then the last respected aspect of the community is be swell in the well, yo. Be swell in the well. Put our rockets on. This out here takes us out towards the other fortress that we are making into the Wither Farm. It is a 259 diameter, no, 260 block diameter dig that we will be doing for our full farm. We walk over here. So inside here, you can see we have our completed wither farm. It does sit here, and technically speaking, it does work. It just does work very poorly currently, due to the fact that nothing is spawn-proofed, and everything else can spawn in this world aside from wither skeletons. So as you can see, it literally sucks. In the future, this thing will be absolutely full. There's 2 right there. Absolutely full of wither skeletons. Hey, that's actually not that bad. Considering nothing is spawn-proofed, that is not that bad at all. This does use a mixture of Waddle. No, it's not Waddle's design. I apologize. Not Waddle's. Use a Logical Geek Boy, and then we have our own kind of trap design up there. So I will probably do a video for this in the future explaining how we built it in our own kind of way. But that otherwise is the only thing out here. We'll fly all the way up where we currently have the roof in progress. So the full top 3 layers of the nether have been dug out so far. And you see we're starting to place some dark oak slabs here to act as the roof. We're going to do dark oak kind of mosaic a little bit mixed in with some deep slate. And then we add in some sea lanterns to kind of give a bit of a star vibe. Then when you look up, you're basically going to see a bunch of the stars. But that basically concludes everything we've done so far in just over 1,000 days in this world, yo. And I hope to continue to make more and more builds in this world over the next 1,000 days and more in the future, yo.